Honey made by Australian honeypot ants can protect against certain bacteria and fungi, potentially leading to the development of new treatments for such infections. These ants have a unique workforce, including specialized workers called repletes, which store nectar in their extended abdomens. By regurgitating this nectar, they create precious honey that sustains their entire colony. The ants collect nectar from different flowers, but their favorite source is honeydew, produced by mulga trees and aphids. They stimulate the aphids to release honeydew, which the ants gather and feed to specific worker ants called repletes. These repletes become filled with honey and act as storage units for the ant colony. In laboratory experiments, scientists exposed different pathogens to varying concentrations of this ant's honey. They discovered that an 8% water solution of honey kills harmful bacteria like Staphylococcus aureus, responsible for skin and tissue infections. A concentrated solution also defended against two types of fungi that cause serious health issues. Compared to bee honey, the ant honey killed a narrower range of microbial organisms and did not fight off common food-poisoning bacteria or yeast-causing infections. Researchers hope to study the ant's honey further to determine which compounds defend against pathogens. If they can find this out, scientists can replicate and use those components in treatments instead of collecting the honey itself. Freshwater snails kill up to 20,000 people a year. The freshwater snail releases parasitic worms into the water, which then penetrate the human skin and migrate through the body, causing harm over the years and leading to a disease known as schistosomiasis. The parasites enter the body through the skin and lay eggs with sharp barbs, leading to severe symptoms, including abdominal pain and blood in the urine or stool. The disease infects millions of people, mostly in Asia, Africa, and South America, and can lead to severe symptoms, including death in some cases. Though sharks and lions often get the reputation as deadly predators, freshwater snails actually cause more deaths each year than these large animals combined. The disease is especially harmful to children and young adults. In the past, the drug praziquantel was used effectively to combat schistosomiasis. However, researchers are now exploring alternative approaches. A recent study from Stanford University suggests that creative ecological methods, like reintroducing snail predators or using engineering solutions, have proven successful in reducing infection rates. For example, in West Africa, efforts are underway to bring back native prawns, natural predators of snails, by building ladders over dams to help them access snail-infested sites. Japan has also achieved success in controlling schistosomiasis by using innovative engineering to reduce snail habitats, combined with medical care for affected populations.
What happens when you put tardigrades proteins in human cells? Tardigrades, the world's toughest creatures, inspire scientists working to boost the survival of human cells. They enter a protective state when things get harsh, enduring extreme cold, heat, radiation, and even lack of food or water. Scientists discovered special proteins called Cas-D that are key to their incredible resistance. Researchers introduced Cas-D proteins into human kidney cells in the lab. Remarkably, these proteins acted just as they do in tardigrades, forming gels inside the cells when faced with stress, slowing down metabolism to help them survive. Amazingly, this process was reversible. The gels dissolved, and the cells went back to normal afterwards. This breakthrough implies that tardigrade proteins, when used in human cells, could give them enhanced resilience to various stresses. Scientists envision techniques to preserve cells, tissues, organs, or even medications without the need for constant refrigeration. Reducing damage caused by cold storage could also become possible. Previously, scientists discovered a protective protein that shields tardigrades against X-ray damage. The researchers then successfully transferred this X-ray resistance to human cells. By sequencing the genome of Rhamazaudius variornatus, a particularly resilient tardigrade species, and integrating its genetic components into human cells, the team identified a protein called DSUP. This protein helps to protect tardigrade DNA from damage caused by radiation and dehydration, increasing the human cell's resistance to X-ray-induced damage by approximately 40%.